are still a Baptist down in Manchester now. But they have a wonderful ministry. I'm going to let her tell about it and share what's going on.
I talk about counseling ministry.
Oh.
I'm going to talk about opportunity. I'm here for a year in advance to invite you into something and to help you to start getting excited. Now, Steve has talked this morning, it's time for the church to get up and get out there and start moving. We are in a time where the internet is where we need to look to get the gospel out there. So we've already built the platform. We've already built everything from the ground up. God began to give me downloads into my brain in the middle of the night that wouldn't stop. And it's all based around the word hope. I'll show you a commercial in a minute. You have in this church everything that you will need to set this up, and I will help you. But it will be next year. Manchester is going to be guinea pig. When we left here, we asked the elders if they would see us as commissioned missionaries. We didn't want to leave, and they agreed. Now, we're just kind of in a back room as missionaries. There was no ceremony or anything. But we have been representing you there as the way we do things. We're biblical counselors. But our church there in Manchester is doing this with us. They're going to start this month. There'll be 6 months of these events. And I'll tell you about them in just a minute. And next year, I would like to invite you to be the sponsor and host church. So, once you know what it is, then I'll get buzzy around and figure out who wants to do what. But everybody, you have everything you need right here. And I just heard from, what's his name? That's up there? Yeah. I just heard that he's doing videos. So this is very good for y'all, that he knows how to do this. And it will be free pretty much. God will take care of everything. And the events are free. It will get people in your doors. It will get the community involved. It will get you on the map. And we're going to be the guinea pigs there. You can watch us. So we're going to show you a commercial. Go ahead there.
Bible says in Proverbs 13:12 that hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is the tree of life. NIV. We have been inundated with much heart sickness. We've become emaciated emotionally and starving for hope. The famine we face cannot be satisfied with mere words. We must begin to step out in faith that God is able and that God will restore our hope again. But just like with Moses and Joshua, the waters will not part until we first step into the waters that we are begging God to part for us. We must show faith that God will do great things, greater things than we could ever imagine. This is why First Baptist Church Manchester and Beautifully Broken Counseling LLC are partnering to bring a new dose of hope to our area and hopefully to the world via the internet. Just like at Asbury, we want to be a hub for God's glory to shine, a hub of hope. Wilfred Arlen Peterson wrote a poem called The Art of Marriage. He was quoted as saying, "The world needs less heat and more light. It needs less of the heat of anger, revenge, retaliation, and more of the light of ideas, faith, courage, aspiration, joy, love, and hope." This is why the Hope events were created. We will host recorded events to help our communities with handling our painful experiences, which is an acronym for HOPE. We will do this together in community with one another. What is a HOPE event, you ask? It is a topic event that brings together the heart and practical opportunities for real help in handling our painful experiences. In these events, we will have real-world stories of hope and healing alongside critical representation and community support for each issue. We We will also be speaking as to what God says about each topic from His Word. We will have doctors, authors, and agency leaders in our communities to help us navigate each topic and where the resources can be assessed. These people will form our panel for each event. Each topic will have a different panel of experts. The community will be invited to join and ask questions at the end of each event. We will have a time of invitation for anyone who needs to experience the love of our church through prayer. These will be free events and free for the sharing in your digital circles. We don't want famous people, but we want famous and hope-filled heroes of the faith. Please stand up and take your place in this moment with us. Let's shock the world with hope and start handling our painful experiences the right way. The devil will flee when we surrender our stories to the Lord and use them to help a fallen brother or sister. It is time to initiate a flood of hope.
Tell you what, starting May 27th, so you can watch us on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel called the Hope Events. We are housing everything there, okay? So May 27th, the first one is Hope After the Death of a Child. We have people that are already on the panel, and some of those people that are sharing is one family who lost a baby. It was perfectly fine until it was stillborn. And then later, a year later, God told them that they were going to have twins, and they did. There is also a person who lost a baby in a miscarriage, and then she lost a baby through a heart condition. Then she later on lost her adult son to addiction within the prison system after she had turned him in when she saw that he had robbed a store. And then Todd will be bringing the biblical response on the panel of where is God in loss. When we come here, of course, that will be our lovely Mr. Steve, Preacher Steve, he'll do that here. And then we have a neuropsychologist who was in with the population in California, Charlie Manson and those, and she will be speaking on trauma in the brain and how that affects us. And then we will have a time of commitment with people at the end. We want them to bring pictures of their children. We want them to be able to say their names. We want to have a time of prayer. We'll have other counselors there. And then in June, it will be Hope After an Abortion. I did not know this, but it is on the anniversary of the reversal of Roe v. Wade. And we have men who have actually asked to be on the panel because they were not given a choice. And so we're very excited about that. We'll have people bringing diapers and baby things so that we can donate to our local thing there. In July, it will be Hope in Chronic Illness. And we are interviewing people right now for all of these. I do this during the week. I do videos in my office, and we put them on the YouTube channel. But right now, because it's the chronic illness, I have some that will not be alive by that time. So we are actually doing those now so that they can have a voice and a legacy.